down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Kill it. 180, raise car. 180, raise car. Ready.
Throwing Sellers. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the run, it's Fletcher. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It'll be third and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. The 10. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 0, set to kick this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Looking for a crease to the left. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Nothing downfield. He'll check it to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Oh, and I love love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
From the red zone, it's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go play action with Sellers. He's going for the big play. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. He'll try to take it back at the 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the fullback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Throws for the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just a deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Now, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Push down for the tackle.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
One thing you know with this guy, at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football. And I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the 4th quarter with the lead.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Purdue! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls him to within 3, 24-21. What a return that one was, 95 yards. He took it back for 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
The Boilermakers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Run it with the fullback. Oh, he's got it. Maybe some room here. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Showing off the arms. Man, there were some collisions in there before he was finally stopped about a yard short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to
Welcome to Amherst Stadium in Jacksonville, Alabama. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Chanticleers ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Wait, here we go. Switch it, switch it.
Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Can't get him to the ground. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 40. 20, 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to...
All kinds of room to the right. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, shot to clear. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Delivers the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The give to the big fullback. And he's knocked down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Number 0, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Still running at the 35. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Next, another shot to clear.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It's Allen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Duff. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Converts on 4th down, still going. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fletcher. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Got it! Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Pocket breaking down. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's past the 30. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Wide open spaces. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Coastal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hits the check down. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Turns it loose. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with the pick.
Running the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The shot that clears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this is an interesting decision, right? You've got a good lead, a solid lead. A field goal now puts you up by more than a touchdown, which is a great place to be. Or do you want to stay ultra aggressive, go for the gusto, and go for the touchdown?
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Green. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking long. And he's got it inside the 35. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Quickly complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Firing toward the end zone. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Chanticleer. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. He wants to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot, and that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give is to Taylor, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Sellers on the play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Boilermakers call timeout, and they will have no more. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Powers through the defender. Nothing doing again. A 3rd straight stop behind the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Shanta clears will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. On target to the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.